that you've ever done in your life that you feel shameful about?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, you look kind of funny. You look really...
No, okay, I do. I was telling Aaron this last night. I was 18, I was working at a restaurant, and I was a hostess. And I was coming into my sexuality, and this particular day I felt really sexy. I was wearing this really hot dress.
Unlike today, right?
Yes, it looked a little bit like this, only I could zip it on the side. Anyway, I was walking back to the hostess desk, and there were tons of people waiting. It was swamped. And I tripped, and I fell on my face. And not only did I fall on my face, my dress went over my head, and I was wearing nylons with no underwear. It took me at that age, it took me a very long time to get over that humiliation.
Yes. Okay, so that was, that was a really funny, shameful experience.
It was.
Okay. Now, what is the most pain you've had in terms of shame?
Over shame? Well, it's probably going to be what I'm writing about in the Shame Prom, which is just basically being me and coming from what I come from. I had a lot of shame over the fact that my father was in San Quentin when I was growing up. I didn't tell anyone that. I didn't want anyone to know who I was. And my mom worked in a strip club. We were on food stamps. And I just wanted to be normal. I was a cheerleader. I learned how to speak French. I didn't want to be trash. I didn't want to be the girl with the father in San Quentin. So I did everything. I got good grades. I made the right friends, and then all the friends that I made, their parents all found out who my mom was, and they were all banished, and none of them were allowed to be my friend anymore. And so I think that for a long time, the pain was being me and being what I came from and who I was. And so I really tried to separate from that. And in doing that in my adult life and trying to be this normal person that was not my family, and they were all drug addicts, a lot of them, I created this fractured self, and I constantly had anxiety attacks and panic disorder and all kinds of nutty things because I always felt like I was running from a ghost. So I didn't come out of that closet until in my 40s. And it changed me. Being able to just say and not care what anybody thought of me. This is who I am. This is what I come from. It's not my fault. It's not who I am. And I am me. And, now I tell everybody. I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it. Hi, I'm Holly. My father was in San Quentin.
What are other words that you would associate shame with? Other than shame? I mean...
Well, I think the word that's synonymous with shame is secrecy, because, like we've discussed before, shame is the part of your story you don't tell. You don't want anyone to know. Mm-hmm. And so shame goes hand in hand with a secret. Once the secret's out, the shame just sort of evaporates. I was in therapy for a long time, and my therapist said, you're always talking about what you don't want to be, and you're always running away from something rather than towards something, and rather than talking about what you do want to be. And once I admitted my truth, then I could really enjoy being in what is a normal, happy life, a normal, happy family.
What do you hope that we are going to do with this book?
God.
And the future of this?
I just hope that we help a lot of women and men to stop being afraid of this word shame, to admit that none of us are perfect. Every one of us is carrying something we're embarrassed about that we don't want anyone to know. Every one of us thinks we're the only one. And I just want us all to just come out and shed it and just get it out and move on with our lives, because the energy that it takes to hold that stuff down all your life is like energy that could be used to do something so incredible and so positive with your life. And that's what I'm hoping.
Burning, keep my whole body, yeah.